Can you hear me? Oh my God, I gotta get my new glasses. Hold on. Hi, my good people. Let me put my new glasses on. Because y'all about to sweat me. Y'all is about to sweat me. I can't see. Why these glasses get foggy so quick? Good afternoon, you nosy mother. It feels good to be back. Okay. It is a lot going on. Come on here now. Don't start with this with the glasses and don't start, please. Come on. It is a lot going on. It's a lot that needs to be discussed. And your girl is back. I know y'all are cursing me for filth. I miss you guys too. I miss you too. Tifa, I love you. I know y'all cursing me out. It has been going down in a freaking DM. It was so many hot topics. I couldn't even keep up. I was like, are we serious with this bullshit? But again, you know your girl. I was in the background doing my little research. So I'm like, okay, let me come back to my people correctly. Sorry, you guys, it's a lot going on. So I could be able to speak about my things. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, if you are here, hit the thumbs up on this video. Hit the thumbs up on this video. Yeah, we gotta fix that. Oh, yes, Tiff, get me going, hype me up. Yes. Oh my God. I was at the Beyonce concert. Tiffany was there. It was a whole freaking experience. I told you guys, May 24th, it was Liddy in the city. I think we were the only stop on the tour that didn't get rained out. That did not get rained out. I was so happy about that. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to put up some pics from Cowboy Carter. I have already shared. Your girl was in her cowboy attire. I told her we would not miss. Very subtle. I'm keeping it together. I'm not going to do too much. I'm not going to outshine B, but very much I'm here. I'm in the building. I know you see it, right? Okay. All right. So let's see what's on the docket. First of all, I'm okay. Because everybody was like, Khadijah, are you okay? You said you was going to 60-day cleanse. That was back in March, and bitch, we haven't heard from you. The 60-day cleanse ended May 1st, and it was a beautiful, beautiful experience. It was a tough experience, but it was a beautiful experience, and I'm going to save that experience because I did learn quite a few things about myself during that time, but I'm going to save that for another video. We here for the hot topics today. We are here for the hot topics today. We are not here to talk about my cleanse, but I am going to come back and tell you guys it's called the 60-day manifestation cleanse. It was a beautiful experience. I really got to know some things about myself. I really have some things that I still have to work on my healing journey, but it also exposed me to a new me, so to speak. And I think I want to bring that new me to the front. So I need to do all of the work that I need to do so I can be in formation. Okay, now, as you guys know, don't forget to hit the thumbs up on this video. Do not forget to hit the thumbs up on this video. As you guys know, Diddy has been lighting up the city, right? I have no pity for Diddy, but we are going to have some intense, unbiased conversation today. And I know some folks are not going to be happy about some of the things that I say and feel. But again, that's why I created my own YouTube channel so I can say what I want. And if folks don't like it, they can log off and unsubscribe. But in the meantime, in between time, I think you guys should give some of my thoughts and opinions a chance because it's not all crazy, right? What else are we here for? We're here for Brian McKnight. Oh my God. So you guys remember I did have my whole advocacy train for Brian McKnight, right? I did. I cannot lie. To some degree, I was advocating for Brian McKnight, right? And then let me tell you how God works. And then remember, I was going to put together this whole video about why I was advocating for Brian McKnight and what that meant and what it looked like to me and the side of the story he was sharing, how to some degree his logic makes sense, right? Remember, I said I was going to do it, but something God just said, you know, scale back. Maybe you should stay away from that, right? So I never put the video out, right? Now, remember, Brian McKnight's, one of his sons was sick. He unfortunately ended up passing away, Nico. Oh, it's so sad. So with that being said, you would think that Uncle Brian came to the forefront and was like, you know what? I can't believe this happened and we weren't on the best terms, but God only knows, yada, yada, yada. No, Uncle Brian still came to the forefront, gliding his nuts across our neck. And I said, Uncle Brian, I know you fucking lying. So we're going to talk about that whole situation and the way he's quote unquote handling the death. We're going to also talk about DDG and Halle. Somebody, her, and how remember how I kept telling y'all how Kanye West was digging in, Kim Kardashian was digging in Kanye West's mental health. Ooh. Well, it seems as though DDG is digging in Halle, whichever way you pronounce her name. It seems as though DDG may be digging in her mental health as well. Again, we're going to have some unbiased conversation about what that looks like, because I know a lot of folks saw it one way because DDG is a fucking clout chaser. But I watched another YouTuber called, I think it's like Empress TV or something like that. I think that's the name of her YouTube channel. And she was giving like a breakdown of what the timeline looks like between DDG and this young lady. And also she revealed some text messages. And in revealing those text messages, I got to see that maybe the young lady's mental health was a little impaired prior to the relationship, but I'm not denying the fact that he may have also been responsible for digging in her mental health and planning her motherfucking face, okay? But that's the conversation we're going to have here today, and I want to get some feedback from the moms here, because I do always have the conversation of postpartum and depression and so on and so forth, and how that relates and how, you know, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And because I've never experienced it, I don't want to speak on it. So I'll give you guys the opportunity, if you're a mom in the chat, to have some dialogue about it. And I'll stay away from it because it is not my story to tell. And I just want to hear what some of you guys think about this, because, you know, it's sad. It's sad. All right. Who else we got on the docket? Ray J. Y'all better have yourselves. Let me tell you what I know about Ray J. I'm going to tell you what I know about Ray J. Ray J has mastered, hey, Sayu! Ray J has mastered what it looks like to stay in the headlines no matter what, right? So you know how some people say, well, any attention is good attention, right? No, it's really not. But, you know, as long as you're getting some, then, hey, it is what it is. For me, my line always about attention is the worst drug. Hey, Olin, bro, your teeth look the fuck. Hey. Look how I said, Ole. Look how when you say the L, how you come through, Dr. David. Good crowns matter. Why my cousin gonna call my dental office bougie? I beg your fucking pardon. Hello, I'm fucking bougie. Get no bougie, but I'm still bougie, bitch. Anyway, so now, what was I just saying? Ray J. Ray J has mastered. I'm going to get in the headlines and I'm going to say shit I don't got no business saying, and I don't care who it upset and who it offends, because at the end of the day, y'all still discussing me. So that's what I'm going to do. So the corniest and most recent thing he did was he had lied and said he slept with Sexy Red. And Sexy Red was like, I know you fucking lying. And then he tried to come back and retract it. And again, just there talking. He has had a lot of conversations surrounding the Diddy case and putting his 2 cents in. And it's just annoying. It's just annoying at this point, because wait a minute, ain't that Brandy's brother? Like, I don't want this for you, Ray J. I did not see this when I was watching For the Love of Ray. Like, I did not see this for you, Ray J. So to see you perform in this manner, it aggravates the dope fuck out of me. And more importantly, you embarrassing my girl, Big Ricky. And y'all know I fucks with Big Princess. Y'all know that's my girl. And you out here embarrassing her with the dumb shit you doing. I've been felt that way when you started messing with fucking baby bop looking ugly ass Sukiana. Remember we had that fight Tifa, but we'll talk about that again. Anywho, okay. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Phae Phae is back. Freaking frack, back together. Love that for them. I love Phaedra and Portia together. I love Phaedra, period, and I love Portia, period. But Tifa said, okay, take it easy. But I definitely love Phaedra and Portia as a combination. I love freaking frack. I love freaking frack. So I'm here for them being together. I'm not here for Britt Edie. I'm so excited Kenya is no longer on the show. Shamia. Okay, wait a minute. I want to say something too, because the other day I posted on Facebook, I'm like, listen, no shade, but please downgrade Shamia back to a friend of on the show, right? And I want to say this, and I want to give my disclaimer. And once again, that's why I have my own YouTube channel, so I can say what the fuck I want. And if anybody get upset, who gives a damn, because it's mine, log off or unsubscribe. If I'm going to give an example. If you say something about Lizzo, Monique, Queen Latifah, those are direct statements about those plus size women, right? So I have no reason to take it personal and think you talking about all fat bitches in America because you said something about Lizzo, Queen Latifah, or Monique, right? Okay. Let the dark skin hoes in the back know something, okay? Let y'all know something. I can say that Shamia should be demoted to a friend of a show if that's how I feel, without that being a personal attack or being colorism or being I don't like dark skin bitches. First of all, one of my very best friends, hey Sheena Girl, is a beautiful chocolate woman. My dad was a beautiful chocolate man. My brother, I have no problem with black people. That's not, I mean, dark skin people. That's not the issue. I have a problem with Shamia and who she is, not the fact that she's dark skinned. So if I say I want Shamia demoted, it doesn't mean because I want colorism on the show and I only want coffee colored women there and I only want to see. Listen, get off my page with that bullshit. Don't DM me with that bullshit. I don't want that bullshit. Like I said, whether you mocha chocolate, whether you vanilla caramel, it don't matter to me. If I don't like your personality and the way you gelling with my homegirls on the show, I'm not here for you, and I'm not here for Shamia being a peach holder. But we'll come back because I want y'all to talk about RHOA. I have left Baddies. Unfortunately, I have left Baddies. I tried. They have one on there doing all this the boomerful bullshit that was driving me crazy. I kept trying. I think I saw 2 episodes of Africa, and I was like, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. Tifa, I heard your homegirl summer got kicked off. I heard she spit on a security guard and he dog walked her. They have Just Like That is back. I don't know if you guys watch Sex and the City, but that's the Sex and the City spinoff. That's back. Real Housewives of Miami is supposed to come back. I hope Gertie doesn't come back with a bald head because I don't care how beautiful she is. I don't want to see no bald-headed ass women on my screen when I watch reality TV. Bundles and billions, bitch. Don't play in my face, okay? So they're supposed to be coming back. What else is back? Oh, BMF is back. Oh my God. Pookie, what's my boy name on BMF? I can't stand the rain. What is his name? I hate it when it rains. What's my boy name? Pookie, you sleep? No, the singer. Lamar. Him. He is back. I love him. And he is back. So I'm here for BMF. I'm not here. I mean, they tried to say that all of that 50 and the father, this here's in my nerves. They tried to say all of that 50 and the father stuff wasn't real. I don't know, it was just for publicity. I don't know, I don't care. But I'm here for Lamar. Yeah, I can't stand around. Is it that Tifa? Come on when it rains. Let's let the rain drop. I don't fucking know. But him, Lamar, him. I'm here for him on BMF. And also the Shy. Oh, I love the Shy. The Shy is back. Duda is gone. Rob is gone. And people are pregnant looking crazy, but I'm here for the Shy. The only thing I don't understand about the Shy, they got renewed for another season. Why they keep taking the young people who I thought the show was supposed to be centered around off the show? First it was Kevin. Now it's Maisha. And let me tell you something about Maisha. Baddest fat bitch from reality TV. Yes, my. My came on with all the confidence. She wasn't chasing around Professor Ogilvy. She didn't have a crush on nigga that I have a crush on her. She wasn't stupid. She wasn't thirsty. She wasn't bomby. She wasn't ugly. She was the best plus size girl on TV. So yes, for Maisha character, I was here for her. I was here for her. So I'm very sad that she's leaving. Gemma has a rash around her lips. She's leaving. She's taking a punk ass father with her who got the dog shit beat out of him. That's okay. Y'all go ahead. I didn't want them to leave on a shirt for Jake, but hey, we got to do what we got to do. All right. So I personally have not been watching the Diddy trial per se, right? So the reason why I haven't been watching the Diddy trial per se is because, and we're going to have some real talk here today, right? Is because I am a person, right? And we talked about this before, right? I am a person that if I am biased against something, I can lead with that if you ask my opinion about something, right? So let's just say one of you lovely ladies was into argument with somebody. And y'all was like, yeah, I got into it with this bitch. She was brown skin with brown hair. She was 5'2". Girl, how thick is you? But no, I'm just saying, right? And you know, and you start describing a person who's very relatable to me, right? It has the same personality and everything. But then you say, and shout out to my girl Linda, we was having this conversation earlier, and then you ask my opinion about how the person should handle the situation, seeing as though they the ones that had the incident. I'm going to lead with saying, listen, I honestly cannot give you any unbiased feedback because what you're sharing with me is so relatable to me that I'm going to speak from the space of the young lady because that's who I could relate to, right? But if you still want my feedback, whoop, here it is, right? Now, what I think happens with these type of situations, especially with the Diddy situation, I think a lot of people don't have the wherewithal to share that I may have been through some things in my life that sound a little relatable to this, even if it's not this deep. And because of that, I'm triggered by this situation. So my opinion is unbiased, right? Instead, what they do is they get triggered about the situation and then they get online and they speak publicly bashing other people who are not triggered because they may not share the same sentiments about what's taking place, right? I think two things can be true at the same time. I think that Diddy can be a tyrant, a monster, and he needs to go rest under the jail safely and comfortably in his grave. I can also think that this is a money grab on Cassie's behalf. I can do those things. Yes, on my YouTube channel, yes, I can do that. Right? So let's discuss it, right? I did hear, shout out Armand Wiggins. That's where I got the 60-day manifestation cleanse from, Armand Wiggins, and it worked out very well for me. And this just shout him out because he's been in New York reviewing and going live about this case, and he's been actually in a courtroom, literally, right? He's been in a courtroom, literally documenting the case and going live, and his lives are so funny and so entertaining. I enjoy that, right? So for me, I don't necessarily watch like CNN footage or anything like that. I usually watch Armand because he's a little bit more lighthearted when it comes to sharing what's taking place, even though I don't think that any of this is a joke. I do not think mental or physical abuse is a joke. I don't think sodomizing and being and all the other things that's taking place in this case is a joke, right? I do believe that it's very messed up, but I also think that we have to have some real talk about what is taking place. And one of the questions I had, right? I watch a YouTube channel called RRG. I don't know if you guys watch it. They have like RRG snacks. I love them, right? If you can, check them out. And watching them, they did a breakdown of Diddy and Cassie and all the psychological trauma that she experienced within that relationship, which kept her trapped and entangled, and why she did certain things and why she allowed certain things, and how, you know, it can be some things out of her control, right? And I'm not gonna lie, RRG was able to sell me on that story. Like they really had me like, yeah, she was young. He was a monster. She had no control over what happened, and to God be the glory, right? Which I totally still do agree with. Like the way they, once again, the way they explain the psychological trauma, I've never been through anything like that. So I can't judge and I can't say it's not real. And I can't say what I would do when, if and when, God forbid, if it ever took place. My only question, and I'm going to keep asking this question until I'm blue in the face because it's still a question that I haven't gotten an answer to, is that with all the psychological damage that was done to Cassie and how trapped she felt for how many other years she was with Diddy, what happened to Cassie to help her get untrapped, right? And what I got some feedback from a few people, right? And one of the things that I heard a few people say, well, she had met her husband, right? The trainer who she goes with right now, right? So I said, oh, okay, so you mean to tell me that Cassie didn't meet any other suitable men during the time she was dating Diddy? I thought that cked was one of them. You know, so I'm not understanding what happened that caused Cassie to no longer be trapped and be able to get away, right? Now, that's my only question. I would like that broken down and explained. Like, what happened in 2018 that didn't happen in, let's just say, 2014? That, you know what I'm saying? And if it's only about her meeting a spouse, did Cassie not meet any other people along the way? I'm confused. But okay, fine, right? Let's hold on to that, right? So one of the things I believe was that there may have been a little bit of weakness on Diddy's end and a loss of focus because at that time he lost Kim Porter. So I think I was more so focused on what the fuck I'm gonna do now. My kid's mama just dropped dead, as opposed to now trying to abuse and disrespect and all of the things that I was doing to you. So because of that, I let you slip through the cracks, right? Fine, I'm here for that. I'm here for her being able to get away. I'm here for being the survivor. I'm here for her being able to live and tell her story. I'm here for all of that, right? The only thing that I'm a little confused about, right, also is the way it was handled. So she never actually came out and told her story until trial, right? Which at that point I mandated to tell it because I was subpoenaed and I may fucking go to jail if I don't show up, right? But other than that, I had no desire to share my story. That is why I also had to go along with the gag order to receive my money. So when she filed this lawsuit, she just put everything that took place in her lawsuit, right? And then we all got upset because we saw what the fuck happened. It was like, I know this motherfucker was not treating this motherfucker like this. He needs to be dead, yada, 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 right? But she wasn't directly sitting down at that time sharing her story with anybody. She just was putting it in a lawsuit because she was suing him because ching, bling, ding, ding, I want my fucking money, bitch, right? And then it was very convenient when she did, you know, put the lawsuit in place, which was like the last day of the victim survivor, whatever, in New York City, and yada, 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 right? So my other thing was, okay, now that we're here with the whole, you got away, you are suing and got your money, you're remaining quiet, other than being subpoenaed. So this was not about any money for you. And again, I'm not denying the fact that Diddy is a tyrant and a monster, and he deserves whatever he gets, because I feel like everything that's taking place with Diddy right now is his karma of everything he's ever done, you know. And I also feel like it's going to rain down harder than anything because he's gotten away with these things for so freaking long, But I think God allowed it to see. Let me ask a question, Diddy. How long you think you can be a tyrant without this coming back to you? And in your mind, I think I could be a tyrant forever. I'm that nigga. Oh, you are. Oh, you are you? Okay. So now let me see if this will continue. And it continued on a slew of other women. And those are the people, I'm not going to lie, I have the most pity for. I have the most pity for the women who didn't have a relationship with him, who didn't receive any of the perks of his lifestyle, who he just at the drop of a dime decided to essay or sodomize just because he was in that mood and you was around and he had that power. Those are the women that my heart bleeds for. Because again, I'm not saying that I don't feel bad for Cassie, but I also know there were perks. There were perks to living his lifestyle with this man, you know. So at least you were able to, not saying that should suffice, but you that's what you had, that's what you were exposed to. You know, whereas these women, I remember one woman said she was somebody else's woman, and Diddy was acting like he was mentoring on one of these documentaries I watched. He was mentoring the guy, and she was like, well, I need your help because he seems to be going in the wrong direction. He sent the car for her. So they were supposed to do some like planning. And as soon as she got there, she said, Diddy to her. And she was like, wait, what? She was like, prior to that, he had never made no sexual advances. So it really shocked her. But again, you would impose your power on her, impose yourself on her, and then you have so much power. It's like, what the fuck you gonna do about it? You tell anybody, you might end up in a river. You might, I'll blackball you. I'll tell them you're the whore, you know. And it's like, wow. So now I feel trapped because what am I supposed to do? Like, how could you do this to me? So these are the women that I'm looking at. Like this shit really is sad. It's such an abuse of power that it makes you cringe. It makes you cringe. And I remember having this conversation. Like, I wonder, like, so if you are a person who has all the money in the world and all the access in the world and all the resources in the world, who would you become? And that's the real question. Like, who would you become? Right? And I remember like thinking the lowest that I could go is I probably would really have eternal smoke for the train. I'm gonna call them the train troublemakers because some people are saying that they are homeless, but some of them I know are not. And then some people are saying they have mental health issues, but all of them don't. So I probably would have my most smoke for them and the antics they pull. But again, that would just be my abuse of power because I know I could. But that's, like I said, like that was as far as my mind could think. I would never think to like pull out on my family member or blackball a person from a job or stop people from making money or, you know, impose myself on a person. Or what is the sickness with those things? Like why is that your fetish? Why does that turn you on? Like another thing that I thought was fucking weird, and again, that's what it gives me. This whole trial is weird. Another thing that I don't understand is why is all the escorts males? Why is it my woman and call a male over, call a male over, call a male over, call that male, call this male, call that male? Like, why is it only males? What is the obsession with seeing your woman get plowed and drilled by another? Like, what is that? What is that? And it made me wonder because, like I said, I'm looking at my psychological shit like, okay, girl, make sure you ain't a tyrant. So now I'm thinking about, would I be comfortable seeing my fucking man actually screwing another woman? Like, I would be mortified. I would be like, oh my God, I didn't know you could do this. Y'all all gotta die. Like, it would be ugly. So my thing is like, what was the obsession with constantly seeing that? Why did that turn you on? What did it do for you? Like, so that part to me was a little like, I'm not here for this. I'm not. So I couldn't really watch as good and as intense as I wanted. Of course, you guys know they said allegedly that Daphne Joy is allegedly, which is 50 baby mother, the Jane Doe in this case. And then they said because all of the facts pointed to that had to be her, right? Again, we have no confirmation. This is what I will say. Fun fact about me. My very first Deej B-Day tour, which was February 2017, that dress was inspired by a dress I seen Daphne Joy with on. So the only thing I do know about her is she's Miss Jackson, Nelly's ex good friend, and she is 50's baby mother. I don't know anything about that lady other than that. And now I heard how allegedly, if this is Jane Doe, Diddy was over there molly-whopping and dog walking her as well and sprinkling liquid E on people. Like, what the hell was going on? What was going on? So it just really it got really super duper weird. It got really super duper demonic, so to speak. It got nasty, and it also lets you into the souls of people. It lets you into the souls of people. Like, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? But I have another question, right? So a lot of times Cassie was saying that she was the person putting in these phone calls to these escorts. He would basically give a description of, okay, I want a poppy chulo today with an S curl and like freaking pierced nipples. I don't know. And then she would say, hey, we want Jorge today, right? And, you know, again, but she was the person putting in the phone call so this could take place. would she be at fault in any of that? Or I just did that because I was young and couldn't get away until I met the trainer? Like, I don't know. So I have questions about that too. Like, are you in trouble if you were the one calling the escorts and, you know, very much participating in the act? And I saw somebody say on Facebook, which I thought made a lot of sense. They said, if you and your man get in the car and he gets out to rob the bank and you help him, you're an accomplice and you're guilty as well. It's not you was 19 and you didn't know no better. You helped him. So you're being charged as well. You know, so I wonder, is that an issue, or do these folks have immunity, or what is what? Because, take a sip. So, like I said, I haven't been keeping up with the trial piece by piece. I'm also very disturbed. This is how you know that Diddy is sick. I'm also very disturbed with keeping the children in the courtroom during this trial. I have issues with that. I do not want to know Miss P's sex life. I'm sorry. I don't care how freaky it may be. I don't care how many points she may give me. My mother survived 2 motherfucking husbands. That girl must got some crack cocaine between them legs and in that mouth, right? That girl must be a throat goat. But either way, whatever she is, I would never want to know. I would never want to know. I would never want to hear another person describing how my mom is sexually or not. Right. So my whole thing is, why are we, don't laugh, Tifa, why are we asking the sons and the Combs daughters to, and no, they're not triplets because Chance is somebody else's baby, but why are they having them in the courtroom to hear all of this? But I also think it's because Diddy is trying to drive home the narrative, and look at how far they'll go to take down a black man because I went up against $1 billion company. I don't deny that's happening either. I don't deny that's happening. I do not deny that folks may be getting paid off and you may be forced in a corner because you decide to say you want to go off and do your own thing. You didn't want to get behind the white man, right? So I get all of that, right? I get all of that. I'm not saying that that's a lie. That could very well be true. That could very well be true. My only issue with you, Diddy, is everything that they are accusing you of is everything that they're bringing out with receipts and showing that you did. So the same way they tried to say you were a monster and a tyrant from her lawsuit, and you tried to act like that was only a money grab according to your lawyers, a couple of months later, a motherfucking video dropped, and what did it show? Ding, 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 clock it. It shows you being a monster and a tyrant and beating the dog shit out of this girl in a hotel where she is helpless and not even fighting you back. Kicking her, throwing a fucking vase at her. What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And Miss Janice, bring your old ass Storm from X-Men wig the fuck down here too. Come on down here too. Because what I'm inclined to believe is that the fish stink from the head on down and use the mama. So I'm inclined to, you know what I don't like? I'm gonna tell you what I don't like. And now y'all done got me in my bag. Y'all done got me activated. Y'all done got me here with the shit. Okay, Miss Janice, the reason why I want you at the front, because you know what I notice about a lot of parents, and I work in a high school, so I bring this up. I said, well, guess what? When Lord Tommy gets on get on the honor roll, and they accepted to all these schools and all that, y'all parents stand in the back and say how it was a hard road, and how everything you sacrificed was for Lord Tommy, and how you had to fight for your life to Lord Tommy to get where he at today, and how God would allow you the strength to be able to hold Lord Tommy up on your shoulders while you was climbing up on that mountain. I got all that. I'm here for that. But soon as Lord Tommy catch a motherfucking bid, soon as Lord Tommy fail the motherfucking test, as soon as Lord Tommy don't make the motherfucking team, here you go. No, he got to blaze his own trail. He got to start his own path. Because see, that don't got nothing to do with me. I did the best that I could. Not you tapping out. Not you tapping out when things aren't perfect. Not you tapping out. Yeah, when they ain't looking good, you ain't got nothing to do with it. But when it's all grand and it's all great, you the reason. You the catalyst for this shit. So, Miss Janice, let me let your fucking gray wig know. I believe. And I'm going to tell you something. Let me not put it on Miss J. Only that. I want to say something about this too. Let me take a sip. Let me be fair. To Miss J, right? I want to be fair to Miss J. And again, this is, clock it. This is a biased opinion I'm about to give, right? Because it involves my experience. The way that I turned out in one regard wasn't about my parents parenting. It was about the environment we lived in. So what I will say is it was like unconsciously my parents' fault, because even though they weren't exposing me to these things through their own behaviors, they moved us to an environment where we would be exposed to these things and they would have a detriment, right? So I'm gonna say this, Miss J, I'm gonna hold your hand while I say it. If the fish stink from the head on down and this is all you're doing, girl, you listen, you got a long and low road coming ahead. But if this wasn't just about anything you taught him, but more so what you allowed him to be exposed to, you are low key just as responsible, but at the same token, it's not directly on you, and we will be able to move forward. But we'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna tell y'all what it looks like is happening to me from what I'm hearing. And again, I'm not in the courtroom, so I can't say for sure, but this is giving me a Tory Lanez tease. Let me tell you something. I'm standing 10 toes down in this because I'm tired of they motherfucking asses too. When you are on trial, it is the prosecution's sole duty. Their sole duty, their only objective is to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are guilty. If they do not prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are guilty, then they did not execute it and you are free to go home, in my opinion. Now, granted, that can happen whether you're guilty or not. Like I said, that can happen whether you are guilty or not. If they have not proven, if they are not able to prove to the jurors that beyond a shadow of a doubt you are guilty, then you guys did not land the plane and send me the fuck home. Okay? Until you can now prove that I did everything you said I was going to do beyond a shadow of a doubt, get off my dick and get out of my face. What I don't like is they did that with Tory Lanez. I felt like whether he shot Meg or not, I won't even give my opinion. What I will say is they did not prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt in the courtroom, and I feel like they couldn't do it because Tory Lanez didn't have that much money. I feel like Meg Thee Stallion got Rock Nation backing her, so therefore they can keep shelling out funds and ones and funds and ones to do what they need to do, and that's the same thing with Diddy. That's the same thing with Diddy. Diddy has a high-paid legal team because Diddy has money. Tory didn't have Diddy money. And what Diddy team is doing is they're discrediting all of the witnesses that's going up there. So they're making it hard for the prosecution to land the plane. But see, y'all ain't gonna be able to Tory Lanez him because Diddy got that motherfucking paper. But my other concern is y'all gonna R. Kelly him. Because I want to know, what R. Kelly broke? Why he got 30 years? R. Kelly, you got 30 because you was broke? Because you was out there in best world. I was singing down. I got whatever on the floor. Let a nigga know. Yeah, okay. So Tifa said, listen, I mean, the girls are older. They're going to hear it on social media. Very true, Tifa. You ain't lying. And she said that Miss Janice is the ringleader. The fish stink from the head on down. Y'all put some fishes in the chat. The fish stink from the head on down. DeLon said, I think he been rich too long and started picking up these white people fetishes for real, and nobody told him no or held him accountable early on. DeLon, you better say it. Let me put a star. Let me put a star next to DeLon comment. You better say it, DeLon. You better say it. You better say it. You better say it. And I agree. Like you said, I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. I just want to know, though, what level of illness is that? Like, I want to know, like, okay, so let's just say I was turned on by, okay, look at this old big booty hole diving on my man, right? Let's just say that got me, right? Okay, but how many big booty holes I need to dive on my man? How many big booty holes I need to dive on my man? Enough is enough. Get off him now. Fuck. Fish want to die in here. You know, I don't need the, they kept ordering more. Oh, that's what Armand be saying. More oil. Y'all check out Armand Wickens' page. Shout out to him. But I just was like, what is going on? And like I said, Tifa is right. Y'all put the fishes in the chat, because if y'all believe it was Miss J, it was Miss J. And the fish stink from the head on down. Miss J is the head and Diddy is the tail. Okay? See, I didn't spend 40 minutes proving my case on Diddy. All right, so we're going to see, y'all. We're going to see, because the prosecution is trying and the defense is fighting. Okay? Diddy paid that legal team a pretty motherfucking penny. Okay, a pretty motherfucking penny. So the prosecution is trying, the defense is fighting. I'm waiting to see when the prosecution rests its case and the defense go up there, because who y'all gonna call? Ghostbusters? Who in the dog fuckers y'all gonna call? Diddy, come on, cut your shit. you know, I was sick and I didn't know any better. I was so sick when I did that. So about the Cassie video. But see, what I don't like about you is you throw the rock and you hide the hand, because yeah, you would say you was sick now because the video came out. Why the fuck was she was first popping shit about you and trying to steal your money? You ain't say she trying to do some bullshit because I was ill at the time. No, you just ill now, bitch, because they trying to send you up north, up Shit's Creek without a paddle with your man R. Kelly. Because did R. Kelly ever get his other trials? I know he got 30 years. And that's crazy because he kept saying that when he was with Gail, he said, for 30 years of my life, R. Kelly wanted to fucking kill. He kept saying that when he was over there interviewing with Gail. And look at God, look how they gave him 30 years. Maybe Oprah was the undercover behind the scenes judge. Who knows? But anyway, yes. So Diddy, I don't know. I feel so bad. I don't know what the hell you gonna do if they give you R. Kelly numbers, because you already 50 plus. That means you're gonna be 80 plus, and them kids gonna be out here teed up with the rest of the residuals of your fucking money. And then at any event, I want to say something to you though, Diddy. If God's will, if it be in God's will that your big ass chipmunk teeth slip through the cracks regarding this situation, you better get help and you better go sit the fuck down. You better do what Martin did and went into that cult and start woo signing shit and really finding your fucking self. You better come back a Martin Bashard, or what the fuck Martin came back as? Come back change, my nigga. Come back change. Because if you come back as this same nigga want to put your toenails in bitches' asses and wanting to feel hot, warm semen from another male across your nipples to get you off, we're going to cancel your ass and we're going to be tired of your ass. Because this is sick, okay? This is fucking sick, all right? And if you have that many fish, start a fucking porn. Come on. What is it called? Pornhub. Start that. We will respect you like, listen, I can't take it. I got a fetish. I need some shit. It's bitches on porn. They putting on wolf mask and that. Listen, they is getting your fetishes done. You don't got to be beating on nobody and treating them bad and kicking them all through the hotel lobby and paying for the video and all dumb shit, okay? And dig deep down and find out what's going on in your life that you need this. I said, Diddy, you too nasty. You're too nasty and you too violent. And that's another motherfucker thing. Where was the niggas in these bitches' lives? Because I'm telling you, y'all know my last, I keep the shoes on, niggas. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna play with you. Once you putting your whole fucking fist in my eye and shit, and you putting rags down my throat to get me to be quiet, and absolutely not. But see, you know what it is too? Let me get off this shit. Let me get off Diddy. Because I can be on Diddy all night. We're not being on Diddy all night, y'all. You're not going to do that to me. Listen, I'm just keeping it real. I don't like what's going on. That is what it is. All right, let's get into put the fishes in the chat. Because the fish stick from the head on down, Miss Janice. They said it's all about you. I don't know. All right, let's get on Brian McKnight. Brian, I'm tired of you. I was trying to have your back, but I'm tired of you. Hold on one sec. Give me one sec. I ain't need no one dance. Got energy in my man. Let's see what Brian and Nico, because Brian McKnight, you got on my goddamn nerves at the end. Because I was having your back, but you being a little too stern. The boy didn't went to glory. The boy that went to glory. Let it go. The boy that went on to glory. You got another son that's living. You need to rebuild that. You so angry and bitter with that first mama because you ain't want them kids, but you grew to love them kids. It's when you went that second mama. I think, what is she? Because she didn't hypnotize you. She didn't hypnotize you. All right, let me see what we could see here now. Come on. Come on. Brian McKnight, no. No, I want to give y'all some good information because I don't like what's going on. Nico. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find out what happened with Brian. I want to play y'all the video. Brian McKnight slams his family members over a strange son Nico's death. May God have mercy on your soul. On Friday, May 30th, Brian's brother Claude revealed that Nico died 2 years after a cancer diagnosis. My God. Brian McKnight has broken his silence following the death of his estranged son, Nico McKnight. On Tuesday, June 3rd, the R&B singer shared a lengthy Instagram reel featuring a voiceover slamming his family members following the death of his son, whom he shared with his ex-wife, Julia McKnight, 2 years after a cancer diagnosis at the age of 32. All right, let's see. Oh, here we go. Hold on, y'all.
That frankly was not his doing. Big thanks to Bob McKnight's tasteless and
self-aggrandizing McKnight's brother.
TikTok. That frankly was not his to make. In my opinion, he inserted himself and used Nico's death as an opportunity instead of letting him pass with respect and dignity. It has instead turned into a circus, a mockery of a life now lost, making this tragedy into a reality show type drama. While that was unfolding, my family and I flew home to Maui, memorial, remembering him and all the good times. The last time he and I spoke, we offered him all the help we could provide. We had the #1 oncologist on deck for him and a team of specialists on standby with private care in our home. He and his mother declined. The door of communication was open and remained open until his death. To the self-proclaimed mama bear, may God have mercy on your soul for not allowing him to accept that help and allowing him to use that line of communication. There is great comfort in knowing God knows the truth and the totality of the whole story. I'm truly thankful for the immense peace God has given me, and I've left everything in his hands. I have a clear conscience. The only judgment that matters is God's. My wife, our children, and I are eternally thankful to Almighty God that the suffering has come to an end. Grateful for all of your condolences. Thanks to those of you who have known the truth from the beginning and have let untruths, half-truths, or slander prejudice your opinion. Big thanks to Bob McKnight's tasteless and self-aware.
All right, so he started over. And he was cursing his brother the fuck out initially, saying his announcement was tasteless and it was self-aggrandizing. And Brian, what was tasteless about that? What was tasteless about that? He didn't go up there and promote nothing. He didn't try to capitalize off it. He just said, he passed away. He was a good young man. He said all his gifts and his talents. And he was like, aside from the drama, y'all pray for my family. What's the problem? What's the problem, Brian? What's the problem? The problem was the brother had a good relationship with him and you didn't like that because you didn't have that. So you wanted everybody to cut the boy. Brian, go sit your fucking ass down. Go sit down. Go sit down. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. The boy is dead and stinking now. You up there talk about me and my family flew back home to Maui. Whose home is in Maui? Nico's? If that's you and your family that you made aside from them, that's not you going to do anything for Nico. That's y'all going to the rest of y'all home and get y'all thoughts together. What about what's taking place over here with your other son, grieving his brother? Come on, Brian. You got to do better. You have to do better. You have to do better. This is nasty work right here. You have to do better, Brian. I'm disappointed with you. That whole fucking spiel you just gave, who cares? Who cares? That was not nice. That was not nice. You're supposed to be by your other son's side, trying to make amends with your first kid's mother, so y'all can move forward. So if God forbid anything happens to your other son, you won't be on the same terms you was with this one because you on bad terms with him right now. Grow up. And I want to talk about this. I really want to talk about this because there is a lot of mommy and daddy issues running rampant in the Black community. It really, really is. And now because you hate your fucking pappy, you don't want me to respect and love mine. Or you want to have conflict with my father because you don't get along with yours. Are you supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. These mommy and daddy issues have to stop. Brian, who hurt you? There's nothing wrong with you moving on and building a new family with this new woman. But no, you was totally disconnected from those kids. And what was you supposed to do? Keep fucking trying. That's what parents do until they succeed. So that's what you do. So if somebody would have asked and you would have laid out all of your desperate measures that you have already taken, me as a person, I would have said, heard you. Oh, but you didn't know this. I did this for Nico and Brian Jr. And I did this and I did that. Yeah, bitch. You did all that when they was back at 1. That's it. Build and bond with them some more. Help them come out their rut. See why they depressed? See why you depressed treating your son like that? Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. So that's what happened with Brian McKnight. I didn't like that. I did not like that. That really, really bothered me. Okay. Okay, neighbors, let's talk about DDG. Okay, let's see if we can hear it here. Hold on, you guys.
This club started day to see DDG is asking a judge to stop Halle Bailey from taking their son Halo out of the country for work because he says she's emotionally unstable, suicidal, and is a danger to their son's safety and to others' safety. So DDG submitted these docs in response to some things that in response to her request to go out of the country, and in response to some of the things that she had filed previously. He says that there are several instances that show all of these things that span over several years. So there's a bunch of text messages that he included in this doc, like a ton of photos of alleged like bruises he received from their physical altercations and different conversations that they had. But of the most alarming that he alleges in the doc, he says that on March 21st, 2024, Halle sent a ton of text messages to him. She was allegedly threatening to kill herself and suggesting that their son might be harmed as well. He said during this time she was actually driving a car, and he alleges that he was so scared for her safety because she had done or alleged and said she would do things like this herself before, that he actually called her godmother because he was worried that their child would be in danger and that she was in danger because of the emotional state that she was in while driving. There's also an incident that he talks about. August 2023, they got into an argument of some sort, and after the argument, he alleges that Halle took his legal gun and left their home. And he got scared again for her safety, and he called his mom and his mother's fiance because he couldn't find her. So he said that his mom came, they found her outside of the home, allegedly still holding the gun. She was emotionally unwell and incoherent, potentially suicidal then. And then there is an additional time, March 22nd, that he alleges in Atlanta. He says that this was the first time that Halle threatened to harm herself with a knife. She was texting and calling him repeatedly, and I do have some of the screenshots from the document. So in one text, she's texting him, and she's, if this is her, these alleged texts, she's saying it's all his fault. She's saying, cry about it later, and this is after she would have threatened to harm herself and not live anymore. And that's a repeated cycle of these texts that he's included. He's responding and saying, why do you want me to sit on the phone and listen to you? Yell at me all day. You do this to me every day. And she says, I beg for your help. You know I don't have anyone. I'm actively suicidal and struggling. I've been running to the doctor every day for help, and you still play in my face. I won't make it to my birthday because of you. So this is just an example of some of the type of texts I can't hear myself. Some of the type of texts that were included in this document. Halle has responded, and she actually responded. Sorry, I can't hear. I can't hear. So it was the thing. It was already. I'm sorry, Jess. What were you saying, Halle? No, it's okay. Halle, yeah. So Halle, my girl just. So Halle has responded. In her response, she basically said it's ironic that he's just now waiting to respond. She's saying that she should be granted permission because she has to go and work. She has to make money for her child. And she also did directly address the mental health things. And she says,
what she said, girl. But I was confused. Like, we just met, and I'm responsible for you unaliving yourself. Like,
for the court, to make the relationship look crazy, but to make her parenting and her mental health look away as well. She says there's no doubt that I was emotionally devastated in 2022 and in 2023 by his behavior and ongoing abuse. That she alleges I've been very vocal about my anxiety, depression, and previous thoughts of suicide without waiving the rights of her therapist. She says she has reached out to her doctor to receive treatments and to address these issues. And she also says that if given a chance, like if a judge takes this to court, she'll take the stand and talk about all these things, and she has nothing to hide. But it's unfair that he's right now requesting for her to not be able to take the child out of the country. And the reason reason why he's saying that he doesn't want the child to go out of the country is, number one, of course, all the mental health stuff that he's alleged is harmful. But he's also saying that if baby Halo goes out of the country and, God forbid something were to happen, like she goes into a mental state allegedly, or she's threatening to harm the baby, they're out of the court's jurisdiction. So there's nothing that he can do to intervene, and it could take weeks, days, or whatever before he could.
So imagine struggling with all those issues, and Jess, you can speak to this. I mean,
postpartum depression.
Absolutely, it is. You don't know what your days are going to be like.
Ladies, hit the chat.
We said, and you wanted some break from the baby, and thank God that I did have breaks. But like, it seems like even in those messages, you know what I mean? She's asking me, I'm begging, like, yo, I need you to help me. You know what I mean? All you can do is be there for somebody with postpartum depression.
Yeah. As a man and father, the most important thing you can do after your lady has a baby is help. You gotta help with childcare, you gotta help with errands, meal prep. You gotta go get professional help. Go do that too. You just gotta create an environment of support.
Yeah, but that's what I think that he's saying. He said if this happens while she's overseas taping, who's there to help her? Who's there to help with the kids? But
she has that.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying.
Yeah, he's saying on the
messages. The messages reflect that she said, I have nobody. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So what it sounds like to me is two things. Once again, can be true at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time. DDG can be an asshole that didn't understand the magnitude of what it is to have a freaking child. And all my moms in the chat, please, let's talk about it. But I also think she gave me from those messages that the mental health was in jeopardy long before the child. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was watching the Impressive channel when, like, a man that love you don't show you up. Like, he used to always be doing weird things to try to make sure she knew he was the star, right? That was his thing. And even with the baby, it was like me more. Don't like, why you like your mother? Like me more. Like, he just requires that. So he is a fucking dickhead. And he did do some bullshit stuff because he was young about, them dealing. Like, yes, I get all of that. But I don't get is that him being responsible for her mental health after she has the baby. But again, I don't want to say that, because if I have postpartum depression because of giving birth to your baby, shouldn't your motherfucking ass be responsible? So y'all drop down in the chat. I need all my moms to drop down in the chat. Let me know, did you have support? Did you have support when you were pregnant? If so, what did that look like? Did it just look like I just need a hug in the morning and tea and I was good for the rest of the day? What does that look like when you need support after giving birth, right? Also, how do you take care of yourself prior to giving health if you have mental health issues? Like, what do you do? Because I could be dragging a situation to hell because I'm already a nut. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't really that deep and it ain't really that serious. But I could be doing that because, I don't know that. I don't know what, in DDG, I don't know what postpartum depression looks like. I just know you get on my fucking nerves and I'm trying to make content. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think his frustration comes from, yeah, you did, Ben used to say this shit and I told you to get help. Now here we are as a family and you showing this shit again. What is out there for you to see? So I don't know, DDG, I just feel like you wasn't necessarily so much playing. I feel like you do love your son and you was trying to fix that whole situation. But at the same token, I think you know that this girl loves you and she wants to be with you and she wants you to get right. My only concern is him getting right. Will that mean anything to her? Because they've already had a barrier. They've already had the trust broken and she's already seeming like she's coming with mental health issues already. So no matter what I do, would it help? And I think that's where he got like, you know what? I tried. I can't keep trying. You're sick. And that she was starting to make me feel like she was sick. No shade. I could be wrong. Okay. All right. Moving right along. We talked about all of those folks. Oh my God. It's almost an hour. I'm on my way. I got it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have hit our hour mark. I told y'all all the shows that came back. I'm going to come back because I want to talk more about Portia and Phae Phae, and I believe I'm going to have more to talk about when Shamia exits stage left in the week. So we're going to see. But like I said, I had y'all here. I had y'all talking. I'm back. I'm back. Y'all probably see me again this weekend because I can't. Or maybe I'll try to go live Friday evening. Maybe I'll try to go live Friday evening. In any event, I'm going to drop the beats for y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. And Tifa said what needed to be said. She said, I just feel don't take that baby away from his father. Right? Steph, you could always run it back. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on the chat and make sure you run it back. Guys, I'm back. Not only am I back, I'm back better. I'm back happy. I'm back in the best space. I have so much to tell y'all, so much to share with y'all. I want to thank y'all. Because there was a time when I was going through my cleanse and my fast that I was very, very discouraged and very, very, isolated. And people like Tifa, like Miss Carlene, like Stephanie, like Olinda, like people reminded me that, listen, you have work to do. Hey, we need you. We need you on the front line. Bitch, wake the fuck up and get out here. Get back in these streets. Come give us that crazy ass commentary you know how to do when it comes to this work. And I want to continue to do so. I have lives to save. I have lives to change. And I know I'm damn good at it. So I have more to come. Folks have been asking about, my surgical journey. Everybody knows what that looks like. Some of it I haven't shared all. Folks want to know about the 60-day cleanse and what I learned about myself and how I'm moving forward with that. Oh my God, let me tell y'all. Me and Pookie might do verses again. So y'all get ready. I don't have the other verses on my page, but I do have some of it on my IG. Make sure you follow me on IG, Operation Heal, HEAL, the number 100 hearts with an S. My regular page is Born BORN_Bossy BOSSYYYYY. Again, I'm on Facebook, Khadijah. Like I'm here. So there's ways to reach me, but I'm coming back with this live. I'm coming back live, and I'm trying to come back live as much as possible. I'm trying to come back with the verses from me and Pookie. We're going to battle again. We went toe-to-toe, head-to-head, and y'all cheated me in live, but it's all good. We have a few things to discuss. So I'm just happy that I'm back, and I'm happy you guys kept me encouraged to do what I do. I love y'all. If y'all want to leave me super chats, feel free to do so. Any donation is respected and protected, and it's also going into you also paying it forward and putting in what you want to come out. And I just said today, matter of fact, let me get this. I want to get this because my job gave me something today, and it really took. Don't cry on the side, Khadijah. It really tugged at my motherfucking heartstrings because it said what it needed to say about me because I know I'm that motherfucking girl. Okay. And it also was a reminder of the levels that I need to go to be that girl. And I can't keep getting stagnated and stopped and paused and anything else. Khadijah, you're that girl. Let's continue climbing. What if I fall over, my darling? What if I fly? You know what I'm saying? So let me get what my job wrote for me, and I'm gonna read it to you guys before we go. I love you guys. Hold on. Also, you guys, fit check. This is a viral. This is the TikTok viral. Stu, am I looking cute? How am I looking? Clock it. Okay. Okay. So my job. Okay. I got this today. You see, it says Khadijah. That was really cute, right? Like, oh my God, why y'all sweating me? And it says thank you on the front. I thought that was really, really cute, right? And it says, here's the writing. This was good penmanship. I wonder who wrote this. I want to say it was my AP, right? Sarah. This looks like a woman's good penmanship, right? Anywho, it says, oh, I'm that girl, right? It says, Khadijah, I am constantly amazed by your ability to connect with even the most challenging students and adults and help them find their way. There isn't a situation or scenario that you don't make better. You are truly inspiring. Your empathy and resilience is unmatched. Your ability to problem solve and be solution oriented is incredible. In short, you are the foundation of this school, a pillar of support and the constant reminder that where there's a will, there's a way. We appreciate you more than you know. Thank you for all that you do. Clock it. That was really, really nice. And it was really, really nice because it was really, really heartfelt and it was really, really honest. Like, I love when people could recognize who you are and what you do. And that's why I'm so big on creating the space and holding space for people to be who they are and what they do, and they heal, love, grow, and everything else that makes you a better person. And again, Lit at 6 is about healing, humor and hot topics. Dear Deidre is about the same, but we get to laugh, joke, and we also get to reflect on who we are as people and how we could come better, even through situations like this where we going live talking our junk. So in any event, welcome back. Welcome back. What is that? We are back in the neighborhood. I'm trying to do from July 1st to July 30th, 30 days of consecutive lives. I'm going to talk to y'all about that. Me and Pookie are coming back with our verses. Keep us in prayer, right? I'm going to come back and give more deets on the 60-day cleanse. I'm going to drop more footage and pictures from Cowboy Carter. And again, we live in our best life. It's summer 2025. Love you guys. Be safe, and I will talk to you soon. Good night.